Hello everyone, my name is Mike Gibilisco and I'm an artist ambassador with Babbitt, the makers of the Otto Link, and today I'm excited to share with you the all-new Super Tone Master Florida 5, so stick around for some playing examples. So thank you so much for sticking around and listening to those playing examples. Before we get into talking about what we specifically heard, I do want to make a point of clarification. So this is, as you can see, the Otto Link Super Tone Master Florida 5. So that is a Roman numeral 5, and then that's followed by an 8, which is to indicate that this is an 8-tip opening. You can also see it on the mouthpiece itself. Down near the shank there on the front side or the top side, you'll see Super Tone Master Florida 5, and then you'll see the 8-tip opening on the underside of the shank. So from here on out, we're just going to call it the Florida 5. Now that is important. That 5 is very important. It means that this is the 5th iteration or the 5th generation of the Florida mouthpiece, the Super Tone Master. So why is that important? It's important because over time, when you forge a whole bunch of metal mouthpieces, there's some wear and tear on some of the equipment that's used. So this iteration, the Florida 5, is going to be the closest in the bore and the chamber to the original. So let's get into talking about those specifics. My first reaction when I played this mouthpiece can be summed up in one word, which is responsiveness. And I think that has everything to do with the new reinforced baffle. There's a close-up picture of it. I'll rotate it a little bit here for you. But when I put a mouthpiece to the test for the first time, or even a horn or a ligature or a reed, my process is to maybe honk out a low B flat as loud as I can, and then back off of it and see about a subtone, and then I'll jump up to the altissimo. So I test the extreme registers of the horn quite loudly, quite softly, and then I like to play that low B flat and gliss up all the way to, just chromatic scale all the way up to somewhere in my altissimo range. And that's my first reaction, was like my mind was blown at how butter smooth the responsiveness was. So let's specifically dive into those playing examples that you heard. Admittedly, I chose those based upon who I am as a professional, my experiences, and what I'm called upon each and every week to do as a pro sax player. Sometimes I might work with a corporate band or a wedding band, let's say with a horn section. I need something different for that than if I'm playing straight ahead, maybe in a small room with a quartet or a quintet, versus maybe a smooth jazz thing at a big festival and I'm out on a stage that's really, really loud. Maybe I'm playing a ballad and I want that Stan Getz foo-foo thing like you heard when I played My Romance and when I played When Sunny Gets Blue. Conversely, that more contemporary example that I played for you, that's actually from a video game, DuckTales. Really cool arrangement of that jazz fusion version. And then, of course, I also played St. Thomas for you, kind of give you the straight ahead vibe a little bit. So my overall assessment of this mouthpiece is definitely versatile, but that responsiveness, and I think by nature it is a little bit brighter. It was quite easy for me to play bright for sure. And conversely, when I had to darken it up, I was able to do so, but I think the tendency for this mouthpiece is to be a little bit on the brighter side of things. So if that's what you're going for, I think it'd be an excellent choice for you. Thanks so much for sticking around and watching this video.